So hi, welcome to Guys Podcast. I'm Shane,
I'm Glory.
and we're here with.
Jonah from Pleasure Pill.
There are some questions today about the upcoming album, Hang a Star. So congrats on that. By the way, how do you feel about the response to the announcement so far?
Yeah, I'm excited. Long time coming. Obviously, our debut, and just happy to have it out finally. And coming close to the date.
Hell yeah. Well, the
Damn
album
straight.
fucking rips. Got to check
Damn
it out
Oh,
this
straight.
morning.
Oh
thank you
yeah,
so
fuck.
much. Thank you guys. So you guys listened to it already?
Listen to the
Mhm.
whole thing,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
including
Oh my
part
God.
of the CD bonus track.
Yeah, yeah, cool. That's also cool. You got to save that one for when it comes out. Get the hype from it. Yeah, dude.
A little treat.
I don't think I met anyone who has listened to the album. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Interesting.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
Here you are.
First time
Glad
for
you like it.
everything. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Damn straight.
yeah, yeah.
So, is there any meaning behind the album cover or title?
Not really with the cover. The cover, we're just like we're in a kind of like a park museum spot in San Diego. It's like an old house that they kind of converted into like a public park, called the Marston House. And it just wanted to kind of like represent the city a little bit and then showcase the five of us and kind of just have it be a good image. But the title of the album, Hang a Star, comes from there's an old Padres commentator named Jerry Goldman. Uh, and that was like one of his catchphrases whenever like something awesome on the field were to happen, he would go, you can hang a star on that one. So figured, shout out to the city, love the Padres, and yeah, just felt right.
Hell yeah. Shout
Hell
out the
yeah,
San
shout
Diego
out.
Padres.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the writing process for the album?
Yeah, so really the album, like I feel like most debuts go, is kind of just the songs that we started the band with. And I wrote a good chunk of these songs in 2021 when the band started, and just really came to form through the years and uh, just rehearsing and gigging really. And we so it was our second time recording the album this time around. And uh, I think we just all kind of came into it really clear-headed with what we wanted out of it, and just just we're on the attack, in the studio and stuff like that.
Yeah. Did I catch that you guys recorded the album twice?
Yeah, we recorded it twice. The first time was in, gosh, I think it was in November of 2022 or 2023, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, it was quite a while ago, and we wanted to kind of pick up where we started on those sessions. It wasn't done yet. It's not like they were bad recordings. It just wasn't kind of done yet, and we kind of had a looser idea of what it was supposed to be. But we just we couldn't get in with the producer we were working with on time, and we didn't want to waste any more time, so we kind of just went with our friend Eric, who lives in San Diego, who has a great studio that he runs and records awesome bands and stuff, and just figured it would be best, with having all the kind of control that we want, and being so close to home and stuff. So,
Gotcha. So it was out of necessity for your timeline, not because you hated the original recordings.
oh no, not yeah, yeah. The recording, the pastor, I'm sure they'll come out in 20 years on the deluxe album
For
or
sure.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The pre Hang a Star album. But
Hmm.
yeah, it was just we probably needed like 2 more weeks on those sessions and stuff to really make the songs right, but just couldn't. The guy we were working with, love him. His name's Jonathan Rado, but yeah, he just got really busy, and we got really busy gigging, and just we wanted it out this year. It couldn't wait any longer, so we just
Hmm.
went for it. And
Fair
yeah.
enough. Now,
Gotcha.
I know you mentioned been writing a lot of these songs since as early as 2021, and they're coming out now in 2025. Are you still relating to what is being talked about on these songs, or are you ready to kind of turn the page and move on to the next thing?
Yeah, I mean, I think these songs are timeless, and they'll stand the test of time for sure. So for me, as the guy who wrote them, I live within them as much as I did yesterday, as I do today,
Mhm.
Um, but as an artist and as like a songwriter, definitely like always looking forward and um, yeah, excited to do the next one. I think we'll probably start recording the next one when we come back from this tour and stuff. And it's always moving.
Absolutely. Hell yeah.
Damn straight.
Yeah.
So, what song off the album took the longest to write, and which one is your personal favorite?
Probably Don't Fly Away, which is the album ender. That we all knew that had to be our moment. It's the end of the album, so we had to really make it good. And it's like a 7-minute song, which is like not the easiest to like approach when it's going to be that long and
Yeah.
you want it to be really grand and stuff. So we it was just kind of with that song, it was more of a situation of just trying to like figure out what arrangements and like stuff like that. But the structure was all there from the start and whatnot. And then the one I like the most, I mean, I love them all. That one's pretty awesome. That one comes out on Friday, actually. That one's the next single. So
Okay.
yeah, that one. I love My Way to You. That's My Way to You is like the newest one. That one I wrote about a year ago. So
Oh, yeah, still fresh.
yeah. Yeah. So there's like that one that's fresh. There's a couple pretty fresh ones, but yeah.
Gotcha. Hell yeah. So how'd the tracklist album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, closer be a closer, shuffle around and see what fits? What was that process like?
Yeah. We obsessed over this album for for years.
Yeah.
I knew the track list by 2023. I knew the order. I knew like what was going to come next. I knew, all of it. This is the album for sure and I don't know if we'll ever be able to have the chance to approach this again with having so much kind of foresight on like what you want out of it, because from now on, it's just kind of really quick, the albums have to keep coming out. So yeah, I mean, it all kind of was sorted, it kind of figured out definitely by the time we were going into the studio, there was no need to ponder on that.
Gotcha.
Solid. All right.
Yeah.
And would you be able to tell us where your headspace is at while you're creating the record?
Headspace for me, I think we were just all really kind of hungry and urgent, like we kind of always are. And being, precise and being specific with the things that are important, but not being too like sacred, like, yeah, I feel like there needs to be some sort of like looseness with the music and stuff. And you can't, you're writing music, you're not writing like the Bible or something. So it doesn't need, it's not sacred, you're going to write another song after that. You're going to write another album, just make this one great. And I really, we were just paying attention to the detail and just trying to be urgent as well. And, do a good job.
Okay. So your headspace going into it was like not to get too hung up on anything. And then it's like, well, we'll always write more.
Totally. Yeah. That's how I feel. I feel like that's how the band feels throughout. I think we're really interested in constantly getting music out and always pushing, ourselves and the listeners to be paying attention, and always be providing music for people, because at the end of the day, it's what we are. Even though some people might think they're social media before musicians, we're musicians first, so we gotta be putting out music. That's the trade. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
How do you recommend your fans to listen to this album for the first time? Shoot it in the car with friends, in the dark with headphones on? Is it a workout album, party album? What do you personally recommend?
I think on their own, in their bedroom or in their, with a nice sound system or headphones, or, just really listen and kind of maybe before going out, maybe before, doing something kind of exciting or whatever, that's probably the best bet.
Damn
Absolutely.
straight.
Hell yeah.
And this one should be super, super quick off the top of your head. I want you to describe this album for new listeners in 3 words. No more, no less.
I'd probably go optimistic. I'd probably go youthful. and I'd probably say confident. Yeah,
Hell
those
yeah.
are those are three. Yeah.
Those
Good
are good.
picks, good
Hell yeah.
picks.
And in that same train of thought, is there a certain feeling or emotion you want listeners to have while going through the album?
Just the lust for life a little bit. I think the world's pretty gray right now, pretty dark, and I just hope to provide a little bit of light for the youth in particular, and
Yeah.
have people excited and just not and motivate people to do their best. I think that's the whole deal.
Absolutely. Use the music.
Wonderful.
Use the music as an escape, no matter however long the album is. That's your escape from
Totally.
reality.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Or to face their reality afterwards, and feel a little bit more secure in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you able to touch on any particularly challenging or standout moments during the creation of the album, positive or negative?
It wasn't too difficult, I'd say. I mean, it was a bit of a trick to kind of that window of time in between, like kind of realizing that we were going to have to probably tackle the record on our own, or like with the tools that are like at our disposal, our immediate disposal. That was kind of a tricky bit to kind of like organize, because you know it was like also right before a trip that we did last year in September and stuff, and we were just trying to like figure like when to do it. But after that, I mean, it's really simple, especially after doing it the first time. You have so much clarity recording a second time, because you already did it pretty much, and what else you need to do. So it was pretty, it was pretty simple.
Yeah, smooth sailing.
Well, that's
Yeah,
good to hear.
smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
We were making, like a Queen record or something. We were making like a rock and roll kind of thing. So it's not like, it's all there.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, since you're heading out on tour, gotta ask, what's your go-to snack at a gas station or a rest stop?
I don't have any right now, but I usually go for some Cheez-Its.
Hell yeah.
I go Cheez-Its duos with the Parmesan and the cheddar. That's usually me. We got sunflower seeds rolling in here. We got pretzels. Oh, these are great. I like these. These are in here. These are pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Not a sponsor yet, but
not
Keyword
sponsored yet.
Yeah.
not yet. Yeah, not yet.
There you go.
They'll
Yeah,
see.
straight. Yeah. And on the topic of food, if the band was a dish, what dish would the band be and why?
Probably a California burrito, because we're from San Diego. That's probably it. And you get all you want out of it. And it's very, complex with the French fries and the carne asada, and yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. That's a first for me. I will say I am vegetarian though, so it's kind of like a weird, fucked up like thing to say a California burrito.
That's true. Yeah, you could just have like no meat on yours.
Maybe I'm the potato, or I'm the French fry.
You're the French fry, or you're the guac. Or
the guac. Yeah, I like. Exactly. Yeah, that's probably it for me.
Yeah, hell yeah. And for the last couple questions, we're gonna shift completely away from music and go straight to death row.
Toom.
So if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Probably like a nice Indian like curry or something, like with potatoes and tofu or something, with a drink, and then probably just a lager or something.
Yeah, solid.
Go out with a bang. Won't matter if my stomach hurts after, because
not paying the consequences.
Going to hell. So
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Going to hell. Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. And if you could live in one fictional world for a week, where would you live?
I'd probably live in the Yellow Submarine cartoon or something, with all the blue meanies and cartoon beetles and stuff. That's probably where I'm at. Or maybe fictional world. That's probably my go-to, the Yellow Submarine movie.
Yeah.
That cartoon. Probably living there,
All right.
That works.
And other than asking the last question, every single person we've spoken to have said that it is the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Gold.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That's solid.
That's an easy one. That's an easy one for me.
Right off the dome.
You didn't have to think about it.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to think. Right there.
So as I said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything that you'd like to plug?
Yeah, the record comes out June 27th. We have our next single, Don't Fly Away, coming out this Friday, which is May 30th. If you're listening or watching this after May 30th, then you should go listen to it. And we start toward, we started it today. Our first show's tomorrow in San Francisco. And we're on tour with the Benches. And we'll be on the road for a couple weeks doing the thing. So if you see your city, on our Instagram or something like that, make sure you get a ticket and come out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good.
Hell yeah.
Damn straight.
All right. Well, thank you. It's been
Sweet.
Jonah from Pleasure Pill, and we have been the Good Noise Podcast.